I'm back. Rhodes Rants on Star Wars. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Join the Rhodes Squadron. Today, I wake up this morning to find Rian Johnson has tweeted again. And says the following: I have never once, not one single time ever, attacked someone for just not liking the movie. Show me a tweet where I do that. I never have and never would. But if someone is an abusive asshole, I have zero hesitation in calling them an abusive asshole. And I thought to myself, wow, Rian Johnson has absolutely no comprehension of The Last Jedi, his writing, this movie, or his actions. Now, one of my issues that I have long since said with Lucasfilm is if we as a consumer spend money and we get an inferior product, we should be able to voice our opinions without getting attacked by the maker of said product. I.e., even though I liked Zack Snyder's DC Universe, I understand a lot of people didn't. And you know what Zack Snyder did not do? He did not attack fans. Okay, a lot can be learned from that. But then I got to thinking about something else. And I was like, as we all know, Rian Johnson made a video where he was talking about splitting the fan base. And I'll show a little snip from that. I actually grabbed a snip from John Talks, so shout out to him. And I'm not going to show the video. I'm just going to show what I'm talking about, and you can go to his channel and watch it. And then, of course, he famously attacked Mike Zero in some tweets. Okay? But let's talk about a deeper issue with Rian Johnson. I am starting to wonder if Rian Johnson is a sociopath. And I thought, no, surely not. But then I actually went and looked up said definition of sociopaths. Let's look at some of these, shall we? Callous, lack of empathy, unable to empathize with the pain of their victims, having only contempt for others' feelings of distress and readily taking advantage of them. Okay, we've seen that with not only the fan base, but with Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill did not like and was distressed by the role of his character. Rian Johnson did not care. He lacked empathy. He was callous. He has been shown in videos during interviews being a downright asshole to Mark Hamill. Poor behavioral controls and impulsive nature. Okay, we've seen he has went off on fans. Rage and abuse, alternating between small expressions of love. He does this on a regular basis. And approval produce an addictive cycle of abuser and abused, as well as creating hopelessness in the victim. Believe they are all powerful, all knowing, entitled to every wish. No sense of personal boundaries, no concern for their impact on others. He could care less that he has destroyed Star Wars. Yes, I understand there are people that do like the movie, but for all intents and purposes, to about 60% of the fan base, 6 out of 10 people believe he has destroyed Star Wars. Early behavior problems and juvenile delinquency. Okay, I don't know about that necessarily, but what we do know is we saw the video where he said, I like to make movies that purposely split people between loving and hating. It also says, quote, gets by conning others. That has to make you wonder, how did he con Lucasfilm into making The Last Jedi and allowing him to make that movie? Irresponsibility, unreliability. not concerned about wrecking others' lives and dreams, oblivious or indifferent to the devastation they have caused, does not accept blame themselves, but others, even for acts they obviously committed. Is any of this sounding awfully familiar at this time? Glibness and superficial charm. Manipulative and conning, they never recognize the rights of others and see their self-serving behaviors as permissible. They appear to be charming, yet covertly hostile and domineering, seeing their victim as merely an instrument to be used. They may dominate or humiliate their victims. There was supposedly a part of Mark Hamill actually weeping while filming scenes for Luke Skywalker. Mark Hamill knew his character was being assassinated and destroyed. And Rian Johnson completely disrespected a acting veteran of over 40 years. Did not listen to him. You know what Lawrence Kasdan does with Harrison Ford? He listens to him about his character. And he should. Grandiose sense of self. Feels entitled to certain things as, quote, their right. He felt it was his right to write this movie, disregard the fan base, and destroy the previous film by J.J. Abrams, and split the fan base and feel he is not at fault in doing so. Here's one we're seeing right now. Pathological lying. Has no problem lying coolly and easily, and it is almost impossible for them to be truthful on a consistent basis. Can get caught up in complex beliefs about their own power and abilities. Extremely convincing. Able to pass lie detector tests. Well, we don't know that for sure. But we know he has no problem lying coolly and easily, as said by, I have never attacked anybody. Lack of remorse, shame, or guilt. A deep-seated rage, which is split off and repressed, is at their core. Does not see others around them as people, but only targets and opportunities. Mike Zero. Instead of friends, they have victims and accomplices who end up as their victims. His only accomplice that I can think of is Kathleen Kennedy. The end always justifies the means. In other words, he conned his way into a further 3-movie deal with Lucasfilm. They let nothing stand in their way. Shallow emotions. When they show what seems to be warmth, joy, love, and compassion, it is more framed than experienced and serves as an ulterior motive. Outraged by insignificant matters, yet remaining unmoved and cold by what would upset a normal person, since they are not genuine, neither are their promises. I feel that he sold Lucasfilm a bogus bill of goods, and Kathleen Kennedy let him make that movie. So, while I don't love the idea of coming on my channel and making a video where I call somebody a sociopath, what I am saying is I just laid you out a laundry list of things that exhibit sociopath behaviors from one Rian Johnson. I'm not sure what's wrong with this guy. If he's got an issue, if he's got a problem, I hope he gets help. I don't understand why Lucasfilm refuses to remove Rian Johnson from Power. It's almost as if he has something on somebody at this point. Obviously, he doesn't, and I believe they have not removed him from Power officially because of the Hollywood media backlash, and I believe that. I also feel that's why Kathleen Kennedy is still technically in Power, although I feel like she has been stripped of her power behind the scenes. You will not get a head-on-a-stick moment for Rian Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy, unfortunately. Corporate America does not work that way, especially in Hollywood. At some point, Lucasfilm has to hold Rian Johnson responsible for what he has done to the Star Wars fan base and for his actions, which in my opinion are worse than what he did to The Last Jedi. His actions following the film being released in attacking fans and then denying that he ever attacked fans. He literally attacked probably the most easygoing, laid-back YouTuber in Mike Zero that there is. He went after an easy target. You notice he didn't attack Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers or World-Class Bullshitters because they would have shredded his ass. They attacked Mike Zero, and I give Mike Zero credit for coming back, clapping back at his ass. In his own very professional Mike Zero way, but he still got him. So, you tell me what you think in the comments, Road Squadron, about Rian Johnson. Do you agree that Rian Johnson has exhibited things that a sociopath would exhibit? Because I just gave you a laundry list of things that sociopaths have in common with Rian Johnson. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Join the Road Squadron. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.